Probably the most enjoyable of all the spiritual disciplines is the discipline of celebration. In fact, it almost doesn't sound like a discipline at all, but rather an opportunity to let loose and have some fun. At the core of its attitude, that's exactly what it is. Celebration is taking time to look back at the work that has been done and give yourself a pat on the back for it. It's a time to call family and friends together and say, let's just enjoy the fact that we're all here or that we've made it through that difficult time. You might be asking, though, is that really a discipline? It sounds more like a distraction. What about all the other work that still has to be done? If that's along the lines of what you're thinking right now, then you're a lot like me. I usually can't do anything around the house without finding 2 or 3 other things that I have to get to. When I've finished a task, I only get to cross off one thing on a long list of many more things that need to be done. And yet, this is exactly why the discipline of celebration is important. The truth is, there will always be more that needs to be done. There's always something that needs to be cleaned, an errand that has to be run, or even new skills that can be learned. If you wait for all the work to be done before you relax, you'll die before you get the chance to. This is what leads people to being workaholics who have a serious obsession to the point of addiction, really, when it comes to doing things. These people can't sit down for a second because they'll spend the whole time thinking of all the millions of other things that they can be doing and should be doing. Now, this isn't to promote laziness, but rather to recognize that overworking ourselves is damaging to our health, both physical and mental. What good are the fruits of your labor if you never take the time to enjoy those fruits until after they've gone sour? There is value in taking time not only to rest, but also to celebrate. Let's start with rest. We know that if we don't get enough sleep, that the quality of our work is destroyed. We're not able to focus and end up making more and more mistakes that could have been avoided if we'd simply taken the time to get a good night's sleep. You can't continue to pour out energy from your tank if you're running on empty. This applies not only to our physical energy, but to our emotional energy as well. It's difficult to be patient with other people, and it's even more difficult to be patient with them when you haven't had a break from them for the last 16 hours. We have to allow ourselves time to rest so that we can continue to give people time and energy that has quality instead of trying to run on fumes. Celebration is equally as important. Consider this. What good is working hard to earn, say, $10,000 if you never allow yourself to spend $1 of it? I have a hard time with this. I tell myself, well, it'll be there in case I need it someday. Now, this isn't to devalue the principle of being wise stewards of our money, but if you have $10,000 saved up, are you really going to be in trouble if you just spend $5 of it? It's important to provide stability for ourselves and for our family, but we don't want to get to a place where we're so focused on saving up for tomorrow that we refuse to live in today. We can never get today back. And if we want to be wise investors, we should invest in today just as much as we invest in tomorrow. This isn't to promote wasteful or irresponsible spending in any way, but rather to avoid wasteful and irresponsible hoarding as well. Of course, this doesn't just apply to money, but rather to every resource we're stewards over, our time, our energy, and even our love. We have to invest those things in the lives of the people around us, including ourselves, in the days that we're in now, through the celebrations of all we have to be thankful for and all the hard work we've done up to this point. Celebration is simply taking the time, energy, and sometimes even a little bit of money that we've saved to put the same kind of loving investment into today as we put into tomorrow. If you'd like to talk to me more about this subject, or if you have a question you'd like me to address, you can contact me through the Sermon in the Pocket Facebook page, or email me at sermoninthepocket@gmail.com. And if you like this program and want to support it, you can pledge a monthly support on our Patreon page. And I encourage you to share this with family and friends who you think would enjoy listening to it or benefit from it. Either way, thank you for taking the time to listen, and I hope you have a wonderful day.